is Ram, formerly Nimrod, and she was a blue colour, which you can see in some of the photos I've taken before. We're going to spray a Mercedes Arctic White, which is more white than this old Vito. I've stripped it back, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, and this is the original gel, which is a light blue, but it's had some dings and scratches, and as you can see there, so it really wouldn't have come up. So we're going to spray it, as we said. She's actually got a fairly new rudder. It's not the old one, but it's a replacement racing one. It's got this cantilever outboard bracket, which is an absolute pain to use. It's worn in there, so, but we can't get the originals, which come on these Hunter Sonatas, which look like this. And you just literally lift them up, the whole bracket, with the motor if you want, if it's light enough. But yeah, these things suffer with keels a bit. Not that they fall off or anything, but this is the trailing edge. They just suffer from a little bit of rust, but I mean, this thing's nearly 30 years old, and the keel joint moves slightly, but nothing to worry about. I've been using to strip it off this paint remover I get from Tool Station. This big one costs £20. I've used 3 of those and a little one, and it takes off the first 2 layers, although it's a bit of a pain to get to use. It doesn't like cold weather, so but it took the anti-foul. It really likes the anti-foul. No trouble with the anti-foul. I don't know if it was old anti-foul, then it might have struggled, but there you are. Started to take the rubbing strakes off. On this side it's off, and I've cleaned this side of it, the back of the boat. And it was like that before. There are lots of holes there that don't need to be there, so they're going to get refilled. Yeah, so we go up. Oh, we've got the windows out, and I've got a friend of mine called Lee. He's a good carpenter, and I bought some perspex, and he's going to router them out for me. So brand new windows going in. Here, this track. This is the main sheet block. There. It's a bit flimsy for racing because we do go out in some strong weather sometimes, and when you let the old main go across when you jibe, this thing really moves. It's cracking and on the joints. Not very good. Tiller needs just varnishing really, and we're not going to spray up here, we're just going to polish it. And then this is some deck paint with a grip that was already built into the paint, so I'm just knocking that back, which is what I was doing up there. And I think they're going to do it in a grey. Maybe a white, not convinced them to do a white, don't know. See what they say. But white is hard to keep clean. I don't like these, because when I'm on the foredeck, they don't help at all. So I don't know, something has to be done there. And this mast had a band on it, so someone had just put some glass fibre, and literally I just cut it off down the front and unwrapped it, and found that horror, which is great. So I think we're going to get some aluminium plate and bend it round, rivet it there on both sides, and then rivet right through the two, and pray that that works, because otherwise really it's a write-off. It's got some cracks on it on the back. Like that. Again, isn't great. these work. I don't think there's much you can do with them, just some silicone spray. Yeah. Oh, I've got the gooseneck bracket off here, which is cast aluminium. So that's gone off to the engineer to get re-welded and some bushes put in because it was wearing with the steel bracket. Put this in last year, which is a log, and we're going to add depth sounder there, and this one was actually inside on this bracket, which is no good, so we're going to put the GPS here because it's got a hole, if you can see, where it was a radio speaker, VHF radio speaker, but I mean it's a 20-foot racing boat, so it doesn't really need one. We just have a handheld. It's got a new boom 2 years ago. Spinnaker poles, the two ends are renewed, so that's good. I'll go below. It's got a hefty old 4-stroke Mariner 3.5. This thing, it's not majorly heavy, but as we take it off quite quickly, yeah, it's a pain. So I think the idea is maybe to get a 2 horsepower 2-stroke old Toshiba or something of that like. So if anyone knows of anything going for a couple of £100, let me know. Just post a message. Yeah, this actually slept. So this thing had 6 berths in a 22-foot. So that is a bracket for like a cot, and we took that bracket off there. And then here, and the cushions would be the cushions, and again on the starboard side. But I wouldn't like to do it. It's very comfortable just as it is. It's still got the toilet, although there is torque and maybe a little bit of pressure to take it out. Because I mean, it's actually ceramic, and it's got means there's 2 holes in the bottom of the boat, which slows you down at 0.1 of a knot maybe. Anyway, take it out. This is just like, ugh. So that depth is coming out, that transducer. I'm going to take all of that out. That bracket there is going to come off. That I put in last year. It's new. I think maybe we have to put a bit of wood or something over it, but no one's stepped on it yet, so it's been okay. We do get a hell of a lot of water in when we leave it alone. It's fresh water. Now, it could be from the stanchion bases there. I think it is. Actually, that one's loose. Here, you can see it's rusting through and the paint's been away. The chain plates have been done. If you look on the sonata.org website, it gives you hints and tips of what to do, and this one's got the modification just suggested on that. So, and this one, which is cool. Yeah, and we got basically brand new sails, a new main and a new jib. Both of them have been used once in nothing more than the Force 2 for a week. So this season we should be good. I've cleared off all the decks. So these were the deck fittings, secondary winches and that, because they were really badly organised. See, everything chafes, and so it's going to be cleared and then re-led new winches, not new winches, sorry, new cleats, and something else I wanted to put on. Oh yeah, a clutch for the halyards, so for the jib halyard and for the main halyard. Not that you really need them, but it just gets them out of the way and it helps you lead back the kicker, which is going to go on both sides. So, but you don't need clutches for anything else. We'll see, we've got cleats for, really we only need this cleat, which is for the jib sheet. Now I think this boat's cruised a bit because this is for the spinnaker, but we never use it. Don't use this one, don't use this one, don't use that one. Same again here. These blocks do work, this one better than that one. The ratchet on that one has gone, so when it's really heavy weather you resort to using it on the winch, which is okay. Don't really like this setup. A bit of an overzealous truck boat driver hit us and bent that. Doesn't really matter, but anyway, it's a bit of a bad design anyway, because I can move it with the hand. But there you are. What else are we going to do? Yeah, so like I said, we're going to do the foot of the mast. Oh, it's got all new standing rigging. So these are a couple of years old, so everything backstay, forestay, shrouds. And that's about it for this. Don't know that, I was thinking, because I've raced on Blue Tack, was really well and is really well set up. Probably the only other boat as good would be Musical Express, if you follow the sonatas at the Medway. And also Goatcher's boat, which I can't think of the name of at the moment. But Blue Tack's one comes back, and you have another cleat here, which I think would be cool. But I don't know, it doesn't seem to cause that much issue. Oh, these wear as well. So I was thinking, I don't know if you could buy these. I'm gonna have a look. If not, we could maybe attach just a block, put a U-bolt there or something, and put a block. I want to keep that, but it needs to come off when you polish it, so I have to get another one, because we never know what the blinking hell's going on sometimes, especially when you're doing with leewards and you've got to follow the boat about and still new to this. So I think this is a bad design, not having two winch holders, because if you're on the windward side, if you're on the windward side, you have to get up, come over here, get the winch handle, put it in the winch, which is really bad for trim, and these boats really suffer with bad boat trim, not just sail trim but boat trim. So I'm trying this video out on it's a Tesco Huddle. Really like the tablet, so but I don't know what the camera's like or the voice. I'm sure I'm going to find out. Yeah, and I think that's it.